let's look at what we're doing tonight. In a way, it wants to be Is It Epiphany, but mono red, right? You got your Goldspan Dragons. You got your Goldspans. And instead of Auron's Epiphany, you got yourself a little, where are you, Alchemist Gambit right here. Now, you can play this for 7 mana in this deck, but the only way you're really going to pull that off is with Goldspan Dragon, right? Because you get the treasures off of Goldspan Dragon. You pay the blue mana for Gambit, but what we mostly do here is we just play the Gambit for 3 mana. You know, you'll have a Goldspan or 2 out some of the time, or like a Goldspan and a Maniform Hellkite. And you cast Alchemist's Gambit. And, you know, especially if you have a Maniform Hellkite in, you just get in with all the damage, right? It's like 8, 11 damage. Take another turn, get in for another 8. So, you know, depending on what the game state looks like, you can usually win off of Alchemist's Gambit if the time is right. But we've also got 1 Inferno with a Star Mounts. I actually really like this card. I know it doesn't see much play, but I really, really like this card when you can get to it. And Goldspan makes it easier to get to, right? So why not try the card? Draconic Intervention, because we have a fair number of like 1 to 3 mana instants and sorceries in the deck. But we've also got Crush the Weak, we got Cinderclasm, so altogether there's like 4 of these sort of best of 1 sweepers in our deck. But Igneous Inspiration, maybe the worst card in the deck, but it gives us some card advantage, and it's usually a good removal spell. Cazul's Fury, so we can fling a dragon sometimes and get another land into our deck. Shatterskull Smashing, another land, some removal. We got a lot of removal. Thundering Rebuke to take out cards in green decks mostly, X4s and stuff. Kills Idolines, that's important as well. Smoldering Egg, why not? It's dragon, we're playing a lot of spells in our deck. Reckless Impulse is sort of our expressive iteration, to stay on the Is It Dragons analogy. This is kind of our expressive iteration. The card's good sometimes. Dragon's Fire, because of course, Spikefield Hazard and Frostbite kind of close out the removal. So we got a ton of removal in this deck and a lot of top-end threats, but that's not going to be good against everything, you know. Against some decks, our removal is going to be dead. We don't have enough top-end threats to like consistently keep threats out against a ton of removal. So the deck obviously has some like glaring issues, but I like slamming dragons, so we're gonna see how we do in the arena. Oh, we go first. Okay, hands all right. Hands all right. Take it. So we've seen way worse hands on stream. Way worse. Now we just have to wait and see if our opponent wants to play Magic. They do. They've decided. You know what? Sure. Let's play some Magic. Let's go ahead and play Egg. Like I said, this deck has been like 50-50. It's Impulse. If opponent lets us. Opponent on blue and red mana here, so they are, of course, sweating as hard as possible. Blue mana say go. You know what that means. Trying to resolve this Hellkite. We probably won't. Prismari Command, huh? Alright. Get a treasure. I guess they can, like, gold spam this turn if they want. But more likely, I bet we see, like, an unexpected windfall EOT. Into Epiphany, into Roll Eyes. there's the foretell. There's another foretell. Okay. God, why don't we have a Goldspan Dragon? Why don't we have that card? Well, I can come in for 8 this turn, at least. Do I want to just do that? They can't windfall right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they could just Epiphany next turn, Epiphany the turn after that, and blah, 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 blah. I think I'm going to do the fun content thing. Play Reckless Impulse. There's the Goldspan Dragon. That's cute. Why don't you have a target? Seriously, why don't you have a target for any of these spells in my hand? Decline. Hit my Smoldering Egg. Yes. Yes, I'm sure. And then swing 8. I mean, we got to swing 8 anyway, you know? And now, if we get another turn, we can gold spam. But there's really no guarantee we get another turn here. There's the first Epiphany. See if we get another. I mean, here they come, so they must have another. Yep. Yep, there's another one. You gonna do anything with them? You gonna do a single thing? Yeah, there's Goldspan. Oh, wow, great. Wow, it's so cool. Oh my goodness. How did you do that? How did you do that? It's amazing. That is amazing. The infinite mana engaged, yep. I got 3 open right now. And apparently something they can do with it. I wonder if it's a divide by 0. Because of course it is, right? Could be a fading hope. Both of them blow us out, so, you know. It's on the table. That card is on the table. Interesting. Attack with just Goldspan. Dragons fire the egg before we get mana. Super smart. Question is, do I go for this Dragon's Fire? Do I go for this Dragon's Fire? I think so. I think so. See if they have something, you know, divide, whatever. No. Okay. I could have done that on their turn for the blocker or whatever, but I still wanted to do it while they had as little, you know, untapped mana as possible. The iteration 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can't, unless they can play a land, they can't quite iteration or Epiphany this turn. But they might get the land. There's the land if they did get an Epiphany. They didn't. Okay. Another Goldspan Dragon. Nice. Also, I was thinking about just dumping a huge Shatter Skull Smashing there. That's why I haven't played Shatter Skull as a land. Is because I actually think that it might be able to win the game if we keep the Maniform Hellkite out. Double block. You got a burn spell? They took a double block there. There it is. Burning Hands. Okay. That's good news. Running out of cards over there, aren't you, bud? I feared that we may have missed an opportunity to close. You only have one card left. Okay. Alright, bud. All right, let's try it. Let's go 1, 2, beep, boop. Shatter Skull Smashing these two birds. See if it gets divided or something. Get a 4/4. This is lethal, depending on what this card is. But even if they can do something about this, we can just Inspiration, and that'll probably still win. Prismari Command. And die. We did it. We beat Epiphany, guys. Not only did we beat Epiphany, but we played through 2 Epiphanies in a gold span. 2 Epiphanies in a row in a gold span dragon. So you tell me what the stronger dragon's deck is. All right, we go first with a fine opening hand. It's not bad. Got Impulse to get our 4th and 5th lands. Although it's been pretty bad at doing that tonight, hasn't it? Fairly terrible. We'll try it out. Duress, turn 1. Oh, God. That probably means they're playing against blue-black Lier. Doesn't have to mean that. It could be Turgid or something, but that's the best deck right now that plays Duress. They took our turn 2 play because they're smart. They're a smart Magic player. That's how you do it. Yep, it's blue-black. Oh, that's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one. It's inspiration, you dumb face. Alright, they don't like disruption it or anything like that. Let's environmental sciences. We still need lands. We weren't able to impulse. They're too good for us. They know our tricks. They also know we have a gold span. They don't know we have 2, however. You guys smell a Jewelry Disruption over there, perhaps? This deck is snow. What I think I'll do here is I'll Sciences. We'll go get our land drop, and we'll play it. And then next turn I can start deploying gold spans. If they have removal for those, then we can just deploy Maniform Hellkite. Less likely they'll have removal for that, and maybe we can finish off the game with a flurry of spells, you know? Celestus for the opponent. They do still have 2 open mana, so we'll see if they had that disruption we were worried about. Yeah, let's go for it. Hangs. Disruption. Well, at least we called it, right? At least we called it. Let's see what they have this turn. Field of Ruin comes down. If they have double disruption, that's going to sting. You know? Oh, they throw down Lier. Okay. Okay. I'd like a Thundering Rebuke or a Dragon's Fire. That would be killer. They Duress. All you can really take is... I mean, you can take Gambit if you want. They just might. Gambit actually could win us the game here, so yeah, that's a good take. They're tapped out, though, so I guess let's go ahead and Goldspan. Seems like they're fairly confident in their ability to get rid of that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and egg. Why not? I do not like the way this game looks, though. Obviously, I mean, they got their Lier down and we can't answer it, so... Yeesh. What up, Get Rocked? Glad that you're here, man. Thanks for the 4 months of subbing, my friend. You're awesome. You haven't missed much. We did just beat Epiphany, and that was pretty hot. It was pretty sexy. We beat Epiphany with this deck. But that was about it. Do we just block this Lier? Sure. You're just gonna body us with like tap Celestis Spikefield Hazard out of nowhere? That would be okay. No. Let's try to Goldspan. I mean, why not try? You know, she's down. Should have gone ahead and Hellkited while we could here, because, yeah, they're going to do something about that. Oh, they divide it. That's not so bad. Not so bad at all, actually. Kind of running low over there, but, you know, we have to play against a million divides and Fading Hopes now, and that's really tough. It's mana form. Oh, they can Dwari. No, they can't. Spells can't be countered. That's right. Yep, you read your own card. I forgot too. Spells cannot be countered. My friend, spells can't be countered. He's seriously trying. He's like reading all the cards. What's keeping me from countering this? Your own dude. This is happening. This is really happening right now. Oh, come on, Yanny-ish. But you can't do it. Yeah, thank you. They still tried. Now they read Lier. Like, oh. It was worth it for that. Like, no matter what happens in this game, it was worth it for that moment. It's amazing. We were all here for that. It's incredible. We're still going to get, like, torn apart by this deck, though. They still have a Fading Hope and Divide and a card in their hand. 2 Duress. So we can't, like, pass with an instant or something. They're so mad. I'm sorry, opponent. Celestis, it's night now. They draw, and they discard. What's their discard? Remember, you can discard instants? Yeah, instants and sorceries. Draconic Intervention, huh? Is that right? Let's Goldspan. You're going to divide it? This is where you divide. That's where you play that card. Okay. It's fine, too. Now, if you divide mana form, though, I have the mana to play it. And Fading Hope the Goldspan. Thanks for the mana. I'll take mana all day. And there's the divide on the mana form, which I can just replay. I don't know, I feel like that was awkward. You know what I mean? We're never going to play a spell. This egg's just going to be an egg for the rest of its life. They need to draw a removal spell. If they draw even one removal spell, they're in really good shape. It's kind of a miracle for us that they haven't yet. Just cast Consider, man. Bro or sis. We don't know what this one card in their hand is. It may be a real decision. They will cast the Consider, though. But they had to consider it first. They drop a Port of Carfell in their graveyard. That's cool. That means Hullbreaker Horror is likely their other win condition. They do have the 7 mana to play it, too. So, like, get ready for that. They drop a land off the Celestis trigger. Because we played 2 spells. Now it seems like they have a pretty fresh grip of cards. Yep, take the intervention, that's fine. That just means when I get another intervention, I can kill your Lier, right? But we're going to draw a land instead. It's the way this works. This is what I was talking about earlier at the top, when I was doing the deck tech. So this deck goes into top deck mode all the time and has trouble really gassing back up. Goldspan Dragon sitting on the stack like a big fat grapefruit for a second. Hits the table. But now what? Memory Deluge. Okay. So no Kraken. I was kind of worried about like Kraken in the next turn or two, but maybe they'll get it now. Because Kraken would be bad. Kraken would be so bad. Matter of fact, Memory Deluge is kind of their best play in this spot right now for getting back in the game. But let's try and get them down here. Maybe they got a Fading Hope. Yep, of course they did. Then they can use Fading Hope again to get rid of the Mana Form Hellkite. And it's really funny. They don't. Instead, they're just going to let us play Goldspan again, I guess. They probably would have popped Mana Form back to our hand DOT, but, well, no, they still didn't. They had the mana to do it with Celestis, too. 3 cards in hand for the opponent, so, I mean, it's kind of a nail-biter here. They do have a Fading Hope on tap. They can recast the Memory Deluge with Lier, and they do main phase, which is interesting, right? That might be a good sign for us, but, you know, Memory Deluge 2 turns in a row is probably not a good sign when we're in top deck mode. Opponent's just going to bury us in card advantage. So we have to close, but that's going to be really tough. That's an interesting draw, though. It will never resolve. I mean, it might just get divided. But, well, no, they have the mana for Divide and Fading Hope, so, you know. So annoying to play against Bounce, dude. Like, opponent didn't even really put removal spells in their deck, it doesn't seem. Yeah, you might want to bounce it. You might want to do that. 5 cards in their hand. I mean, they've just got to have all the best stuff, dude. Fading Hope on Inferno. Okay. Expected it. I guess this is the cool thing about all our creatures having haste, though, you know. Fading Hope on the Hellkite. Snore. Get in with Goldspan. Play Mana Form. See if they Fading Hope the Goldspan EOT. Probably just wait for our combat step. Oh, they can't Fading Hope. Okay. Not this EOT, at least. Opponent with 5 cards in their hand. So many cards, guys. They Fading Hope Goldspan main phase. Ah, and then Casco Blank. That's a nice right there, buddy. That's a super nice Hank Hill. Cool little combo there, right? We don't know what these 3 cards in their hand are, but it looks like they may be out of Bounce and the like. Let's try to close this bad boy. It's never gonna happen, dude. This will never work in a million years. Still 12 damage to this Lier. Trying to make Smoldering Egg big. Could I have popped the egg here? Maybe. Oh, could I have popped the egg? 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I popped the egg regardless. And then they have to deal. Oh, do they not know I'm about to get a huge guy? Oh, they scooped. We did it. Oh! Woo! Oh my God, we did it. That was honestly a little tense, man. God, how do we keep doing it? How do we beat Epiphany through 2 Epiphanies? We beat Blue-Black through a resolved Lier like 8 turns ago, 2 Memory Deluge, go blank that gets rid of 2 of our biggest threats. Like, God, how do we do that? What's my favorite dragon in the deck? It's a Mana Form Hellkite. I love this guy. Love it so much. Tapped Kazandu Valley to start the game. I think that probably means I can throw down Tap Spikefield and be fine. However, maybe the opponent Ranger classes. We want the Frostbite open. Let's try that. Come on, do it. Sculptor! Same difference. Kill it with fire. Inspiration. Need an untapped land next turn, but I probably won't get it. Baseless Haven into Ranger class. You got another play? No, they don't. Okay, we got it. Nice. Kind of want to inspiration this away. Although, I could wait till they put a counter on it. No, let's just kill it. Let's just kill it. Let's go get his sciences. Say go. In this house, we bolt birds. Yeah, absolutely. They level up. That's interesting. And it looks like they're stuck on lands, too. So, let's go, right? Yeah, let's just Hellkite. Let's just get it down. Then next turn, maybe we get extra damage off of sciences or something. If we don't draw untap land. Which we don't. They didn't do anything. Man, sucks they're stuck on lands. And it also sucks this is a Faceless Haven. I bet they have an Old Growth Troll in their hand. If I had to guess, I would bet $10 they have an Old Growth Troll and they're really mad they can't play it. I would be, you know. I'm going to hit you in the face with the Spikefield Hazard and get a 1-1. You know what else I could do? I could seriously, like, hit my Smoldering Egg with Dragonfire to flip it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm just going to try and get as way ahead as possible here. Yes, I'm sure. I'll tell you when I've had enough. Look at that attack step. Put him at 6, baby. And now we can just gold span next turn, like, almost certainly for the win, so whatever. And it does mark damage on the flip. I see somebody asked. It does. Ulvenwald Oddity, let's go! Slam it down! We win the game! Like, Mono Green was kind of stuck on lands for a second there, but, like, you know, I'll still take the win. Alright, opponent goes first, up against Gadnook Bow, or Gadnook Bow, one or the other. They have really cool sleeves. I like these sleeves. A lot. Nice. They finally chose. Start on blue-black tapped land. Yeah, I like tap smashing here. Turn 1. Two eggs. Well. Eggs. They're incredible. They're edible. You gonna draw a disruption? You gonna do it? Hey, Gadnook. Gadnook. Are you seriously? Okay. Alright. Decisions are important. Decisions are very important. It's on the table, baby. We did it. By the way, thanks for participating in a charity, sort of. I mean, you got the extra life sleeves. I'm happy about that. That's nice of you, you know? Can't dislike our opponent too much. They siphon inside us. Snatch a card. Throw the island down on their turn. And then... ooh, Poppet Stitcher. Okay. Opponent, you are much cooler than I thought. I'm so sorry, opponent, for doubting you. But I'm going to kill your Poppet Stitcher. Sorry. However, Poppet Stitcher decks almost universally have a second one, so we'll see how things shake out here. They got a Maniform Hellkite from us. Sexy card, man. That's why I play it. I like it. Land. Okay. Not terrible. Yeah, just play another egg. Goldspan next turn, but man, how good is Maniform Hellkite going to be in their deck, which is presumably full of instants and sorceries? Apparently not very good at all. In fact, just attack for the 4. Maybe they were more worried about our attack step. We get a Maniform. Drop it. Ours will get countered. This is how this game works. We are going to die to our own Mana Form Hellkite. It's going to happen. There's Divide. That is a cool animation. That's a really cool animation. Ooh, instead of going to their sideboard, they discard Siphon Insight. That's cute. These are all sexy moves. Opponent still has 4 cards in their hand. 5 untapped mana, so I'm pretty sure they win. You know? They probably win. But if we get an untapped mana, we get an uncounterable Inferno. But, you know, they still have Divide, so the uncounterability isn't actually there. The card says it can't be countered, but Divide by 0 exists in the format, so can't be countered is just a lie. Well, I could walk into a Jwari here, but I think let's go for Mana Form. Sits on the stack. Wash away. Okay. Oh, man. Control is so fun to play against. You know, the most important thing about Magic when you're designing it is to make a fun play experience for both players on either side of the table. And I'll be damned if blue-black control doesn't do exactly that. I have never had as much fun in my life. You're gonna, no, they don't tap mana on their turn. No, why would they? They're not going to do that. Let's play Goldspan Dragon. Let's sit there on the stack for a second. Oh my god, it's on the table. Oh my god. Opponent, are you sure? Yeah, I'm attacking. Do something about it. They do. They Memory Deluge. They get a 4/4. See, our own Mana Form Hellkite is just going to murder us. It's so bad. Oh, sick. So sick. Good game, opponent. They don't actually have to block here. They just kill us on the backswing. God. Our own Mana Form Hellkite. I'm going to do that. I want to build blue-black control, where the win condition is whatever you get off of Siphon Insight. Like, in a way, that was kind of fun. Like, no sarcasm detected. It was just kind of fun. To die to your own. It's because, like, it's a cool thing that the opponent can do, you know? Well, let's not get rid of this spike field right now. We don't know what we're up against. Yeah, can you imagine how good Mana Form would be if it were blue? Yeah. That's almost a meme, right? Like, unless it just is a meme. Like, you could say that with, like, literally any card. Imagine how good Meathook Massacre would be if it were blue? Yeah. It'd be pretty ridiculous. Well, let's Frostbite away this wolf before they can Snakeskin Veil. Because that would just be ridiculous blowout. I feel like this format is such, at least against mono green, right? Where, like, you just have to do things at sorcery speed. It's not mono green. Oh my god, you're actually playing Werewolves. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, buddy. It's Werewolves. Somebody's doing it. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody play some Werewolves. Render, what? What are you doing? Okay. What a card to have. Jeebus Creebus. I never would have expected Rending Flame. My god. Let's kill this stupid Tovolar. Jeezy crazy. Cheese and crust. God, let's get this land down. Whew. Guessing Naturalist. Are you out of good cards? No, there's another Tovolar. Come on, man. Come on, game. Help me out, dude. Whew. I'm coming in. I don't care about no life totals. I want the mana. It's Reckless Impulse, why don't we? Come on, Frostbite. Nope. Arlen. Good card. Arlen is darling. Come on in. Get your 5. Oh, they're going to do a bunch of damage. They're going to do so much damage next turn, dude. So it automatically becomes nighttime next turn because they have the proper number of werewolves. But what if we just Cinderclasm? Why is Cinderclasm only creatures? Why is that? Alright. Let's attack with both gold spans. Well, no, let's go your face. How about that? Let's go your face with these gold spans. Cash me outside. How about that? Let's Cinderclasm. Should have egged first. But oh well. As usual, I don't care. Like, at all. Come on. Gotta kill a gold span or kill us. Oh, an ill-tempered loner. Nice. That's cool. They can cast a dude. I guess we'll block here. And they figured it out. All right. Good stuff, Werewolves. I'm sorry you couldn't get a win there, Werewolves. Like, I'm on your side. I promise. You're a good boy, Werewolves. This is really the last one. We go first, and we do start on a 4-lander, but I'll take it, right? Last game, we couldn't get to 4 lands, so sure. By the way, here's a little tip. Actually, I won't give you a tip. I'm going to ask you a question, and then I will answer that question a little bit later on. But let me take my turn first. Bang. Okay. Probably should have gone Haven there. I don't care. I even know what I should be doing. I just don't care. But here's a little brain teaser for you if you're into it. Let's take our 2. What's better? What's better? A hand where you start with 1 land and 6 cards, or a hand where you start with 6 lands and 1 card? I will answer that soon. There's an objective answer to that question. I've been asked this question, and I got it wrong. And my friends were like, oh, Devin, come on, man. But this was like literally 15 years ago. I've learned my lesson since then, I think. I want to inspiration your face so bad. But I should probably take out the pack leader, I guess. But yeah, just to reiterate, what is objectively better? 1 land and 6 real cards, or 6 lands and 1 real card? Do I want the sciences here, or do I just want to get like start from scratch, take out Chariot, right? Is that important enough? I'll get sciences. Sculptor comes down into pack leader. Not bad. But you know what's cool? What's really cool is that we can Draconic Intervention now. Take out these guys. And now our opponent is down to really 4 cards because they'll draw 1. Yeah, they're having a look now. Tangled Florahedra, that's a good sign for us. We just need to draw some business now, don't we, guys? We just cannot get the business. Yeah, I guess I do tap Haven here. If I want to cast Sciences, and I do. Boy, we got a lot of lands, don't we? Before my opponent can draw the Snakeskin Veil. They could have gone for it there, but I still would have been able to Spike Field it if I wanted it that bad. So we had 2 Spike Fields. But this deck, this mono green deck, has a pretty good habit of you know, drawing threats every turn, but they still aren't really. I wonder what these other 2 cards are now. Spike Field. Yep. I still don't have the Snakeskin Veil. Dragon's Fire. Fun. Oh. No. Undo game. Get in with Haven. Well, this is a weird game so far. Just a little bit. Oh, they get a Haven. Unnatural Growth. That'll serve them pretty well. Yep. Yep. Oh my god. Just instead of sitting here with Field of Ruin holding priority, why don't we just use the Field of Ruin? Like, I plan on doing it anyway. Bang. It's like, often you want to wait until... We drew another land. Wow. Very often you want to wait until your opponent actually uses, like, commits the mana to Faceless Haven before you use Field of Ruin. Just saying. I just got sick of holding priority. Honestly. There's their old growth troll. They got it. They finally got it. That's an 8/8. Now it's a 4/4. Another Faceless Haven. Okay, that's actually not bad. You think about it. I'm going to activate this Haven. Here's a fun trick, just so you know. Super cool trick here. Faceless Haven, in case you didn't know this, is a dragon. So, so let's choose Old Growth Troll. Let's choose a dragon we control. Let's kill that Old Growth Troll. Yeah, sure. All right, so you have to actually tap. Yeah, I just want to make sure yeah, okay. Wait. 1 tap sack. Okay, cool. So we actually... Probably not the best idea here. Because EOT, they'll get the troll back and then they'll swing 8. But I still think we might be able to win this race here because we're going to put them at 8. If they swing with troll, then we just win the game. So we'll see what happens. Yep. Oh no, I didn't know you could do that. Oh no. Alright. They go into combat. They don't do nothing. Okay. It's Faceless Haven 1. Faceless Haven 2. Deployed. Yep, you got an 8/8. That's fun. Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this because there's a relatively high chance that we draw a Goldspan Dragon here. In the next few cards, have we drawn one this game? We're 17 cards into our library. So we could draw either a Goldspan Dragon or an Inferno of Star Mounts. And honestly, I'll take my chances on doing that. I mean, we're 17 cards in the deck and haven't seen a Goldspan. It's time, man. See if they attack. If they attack, it'll be a massive mistake. They don't. Okay. It's a Frostbite. Still can't really come in with the Haven, can we? Yeah, we can. Frostbite, Frostbite. Haven. So we're going to force a block here. It's possible they have some kind of trick. Inscription of Ruin? Or Abundance, rather. No. One of these has to be a Blizzard Brawl, right? Almost certainly a Blizzard Brawl in their hand. Scoop it, let's go. We beat Mono Green. Man, we beat Blue-Black Lier Control. We beat Alrund's Epiphany. And we beat Mono Green. For real this time. We beat Mono Green when they got stuck on lands earlier. This was a real win against Mono Green. You guys ready to call this deck something? I don't know. What about your question? Yeah, that's what we'll close the night out with. To anybody that was involved in the raid that didn't actually hear the question, just to kind of bring it back around here. The question I posed, which there is an objective answer to mathematically, is which would you rather start a game with? A hand with 1 land and 6 non-land cards, or a hand with 6 lands and 1 non-land card? Well, objectively, the correct answer is that you would rather have the hand with 1 land and a bunch of non-land cards, because statistically, you're way more likely to draw land. Another reason that this works, by the way it does, is because let's say you have the 6 lands and a 3 drop, so first of all, you can't do anything until turn 3, which sucks, especially if you're on the draw. But let's say I play my 3 drop, right? But I drew a land. And one of the other cards that I drew during a draw step was a 2 drop, right? Like I drew a 2 drop on my 3rd turn. So I can spend my 4th turn playing the 2 drop, but then I'm like effectively out of cards. The opponent still actually has cards in their hand, whereas you don't. You just have a bunch of lands, right? So even if you do draw into business, your opponent is effectively winning the card advantage war against you because they have actual business in their hand. They started the game with like 4 or 5 actual cards in their hand. So you have to actually draw like 3 or 4 real cards before you even catch up to them in terms of card advantage. So that's another reason why it is the way it is. You'd rather have a 1-lander than a 6-lander. Does a victory dance. There were some people like, what? Okie, I told y'all. Y'all were really into this question. I didn't even realize it.